There we go. Hello everyone. Welcome to Fuji. 1 minute to go before we can drive out of the garage and queue in the end of the pit lane. And yeah, the track is still dry. It was 45% chance for practice to rain. It did not rain. 23% chance for the quali. Nope. But it's 71 for the race, so it's gonna be a crazy one. So stream is alive, everything is fine. Alright. Hi Mario, thank you for your like, much appreciated. What are you doing, OBS? Where is it now? Okay, chat is on. And well, time to click start driving. Okay, well, grip is low. Actually, I think I have to slightly increase the engine noise because the Peugeot is quite silent. Hi Joao, yeah, I don't know even because well, Fuji is slightly higher energy track than Imola, but well, track temp is now 25. So the tires will eventually reach the optimal operating window, but it's a bit slow, I think, so I don't even know. I didn't have time to properly test what's best here, but it should be pretty close between both options. So like full, like just fuel up and drive and go like crazy, but let's see. Yeah, even one lap of full crazy.
Best of luck.
Same to you. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Yeah, full lap of destroying the tires. Still doesn't produce high enough temperatures. Or maybe I'm not obliterating the surface enough, even though it's smoking quite heavily. Issue is that it's hard to... Okay, people behind are not wanting to do that, but... It's hard to warm up the rears. So let's see. Yeah, 60s. It's not hot enough. But well, it's time to start setting some lap times. It's gonna be quite a bit of understeer. Fronts are cold, rears are in the window. bit more of burning. Not great. 26.4 by Sven. That's fast. Ay, 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 ay. And it has to be abandoned. Yeah, we need to return to pits, or alternatively... Wait, I have enough time if I return to pits for possibly 2 more. No, Aero... I mean, it's just Peugeot. It's hard to make the front rotate. So it's quite on the limit, and then the rear can start snapping around. So I box. I will get 1 more attempt for sure. This time we cannot touch the red stuff on the entry, otherwise penalty. It's the 24 Peugeot, yes, with the wing. Right, yeah, there is no way I get 2 extra laps, so let me 3.6 liters. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit slow. I did 2/10 quicker in the practice, or was it 2.5? So there is time to be gained. But looks like Ferrari is super fast here for some reason. Let's not impede somebody. Uppsala. Now, oh no. Now my rear right, 140, oh dear. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's warm up the fronts. But again, one-shot quali and there is no graining and the thermal drag is not exponential. And it's important to be in the window. This is not going well. So thing is, I didn't really practice dry quali. Like I did some laps, but we expected it to be pretty high chance of rain, or at least drizzle. So it, and yeah. Anyway, that's my excuses for today. What's my temperatures for today? Rear right is overheated. Anyway, let's go with whatever we have. No. So, now and it's invalidated. Okay, we take it as a practice. Why did it invalidate? Because it's strict, right? So you leave 4 tires out the white line, and it's a rip. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's still that old bug or feature from RF2 where sometimes if you were wheel spinning on the grass or like a lockup on the grass could suddenly destroy 30% of your tire. Yeah, look, there is nothing on the rear right because I think I was wheel spinning a lot on that Astro and for some reason that just produces crazy amount of heat to the surface. I don't know what the exact surface temps are because I don't have them displayed anywhere and these here are not surface temps. But it must have gone... I mean, I'm gonna check in Motec. Maybe 700 or so. But yeah, Christian, that was my best outlap in the esports career. Anyway, 26.4, I don't know how that would be possible with the Peugeot. But anyway, it's a long race, 2 hours 40. And our championship contender, Grigoletto, is P7. Or
Are you
actually,
done?
Yeah, I'm done. He's half a second off the fastest Ferrari. Crazy. Anyway, pit stop practice. Yeah, that would have potentially got me a drive-through. Yeah, for sure. I only see Ferraris on the ahead and behind in my standings.
David got just second. But I have issues understanding that point 4.
Ah, that's crazy.
I'll be right back.
Hacks. So Joey shows what the Peugeot can do this time.
We have 2 minutes to grid, I guess?
I think so. Okay. What should I do now? Apart from loading the race setup. I mean, I said I'm gonna show the Motec. Oppala, where are you? So it should be this one. Tires, temps, outlap. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, I need to calculate. Okay. So rear right 559. What is the how is it like in the material science, the phase of the matter, or like what phase does rubber take at 550 plus? Is it is it just burnt or is it molten, or is it gas, or does it just do something else? Yeah, probably it fully melts. I don't know. Anyway, so guys, don't do that. On the road you can fully wheel spin, but if you go to some less grip surface, for some reason it just produces so much rotation. But like, well, doesn't make sense. It's hitting the limiter anyway. But it was a bit differential, something with the diff, because rear left was cold and rear right was fully spinning. Around 600 for melt point. Material to gas in one step, yeah. Okay. So about rain dance, we have a bit of rain forecasted. So let's see what happens with that.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. What did you want to ask?
can we trust this forecast?
No idea. It showed some rain in Quali, but there was no rain.
And here it's now showing at least 2 dry sections. So if the first section is really just drizzle, you just somehow survive in a slick.
Yeah, potentially. But if it goes slightly wet, you're gonna struggle a lot.
Look at the Ferrari guys taking hards on the front.
Let them enjoy.
Wanna flip a coin if Jack McConnell is guessing the start correctly?
Ooh. No, I don't want.
Copy.
Yeah, I can modify its stream title, but I think we will still have issue with decisions during the race, so I think it's a legit title. And about hearts, it's Ferrari things, I don't want to even think of it. Let's go. Gumball with front left hard. I mean, okay. If it works for them, let them enjoy. Anyway, thank you guys. Let's have a good one. Where did... Uh-oh. Nice catch from Gumball, I suppose. Peugeot power. Come on. Yeah, pretty happy with that start. panicked a bit when I watched the mirror. It was Arda braking late.
He left like no space.
I don't feel like battling against him on the brakes now. I feel for Macaulay, the other Peugeot, because yeah, it's just so terrible on the starts. I was a bit in an emptier space, so I wasn't destroyed from behind. And this is the worst last corner possible for the Peugeot because of the bad acceleration. I mean, Toyota has the same problem. Nothing special.
Just no pace.
I mean, it's not too slow.
Yeah.
Why is that orange? 1.25 copy. Also keep in mind that I think Ferrari, I mean, it's Peugeot trait that it doesn't bite into the ground so much, so it produces the temperatures a bit slower. And I'm still not in the window. I don't want to keep defending. Oh dear. Well, good move. Come on, Peugeot, do something. Front left finally in the window. Ferrari, wait for me. Yeah, I think eventually I will be in the temperature window and then it will be better. And then Ferraris are destroying the fronts more. I think they are trickier to drive in the wet. At least I'm not getting pressured from behind. That's a good thing. Yeah, Toyota is alright at Fuji. It would have been 3 Toyotas in top 4 if Baldwin was racing today. But he couldn't make it. So let's see the lap times. Leader with 28.5. I'm doing faster than that. 28.2. Nice. Oh, that's gonna be painful traffic. Lost a second to Sven. A bit less than a second. So where is the rain? It should be maybe drizzling now. Another portion of GTs straight into sector 3. Dear oh dear. Why are they not here? Like, they should be here on the straight for me, but straight is empty and they were all in the corners. And that's my first warning for complaining about traffic. Hi Alex, I don't know, like it's hard to say really. Peugeot is not slow, but in Quali I think it is a couple of tenths off, 2 maybe, 3, I don't know. But hard to say how much time Sven put into that Quali setup and Quali practice. But after all, there's a reason why most of the field is Ferraris. So let's start catching, if possible. Sven still doing mid-28s. I should be able to match that. I'm not sure about P1 at the end of the race, but let's see. I do think if it starts to rain, it will be good for me. I never know how much curb to take there. Feels good to take a lot of it, but it's bad for traction on the exit. I think Michi is saving a lot of virtual energy there. I cannot see him because he's P5. Yeah, I'm holding onto the train. Gap to P1 is stabilized. on the edge of track limits. Same as Fabio. Well, I'm then maybe on 1% less. Was that Bono who murdered a little bit of a GT3 behind? I just saw Ferrari before. Anyway, good to have a bit of a gap behind for sure. I guess Sven in P1 is just driving into the distance, right? Does he have somebody on his rear? I mean, in 2 or 3 laps I'm gonna need to start fuel saving anyway, or dive bombing alternatively. Suddenly there is front. I see Tortellini. But the good news is that we are all doing kind of the same pace. Are they battling? Oh, there are GTs. GT3s, I mean. I was wondering why Swain was losing that much. Well, that's a lucky round of traffic. Let's go. Ah, thank you for the sub. Oh, what's that letter in Cyrillic? I don't think I can translate that or speak it. Latency issue with Andonovsky. Copy. There is just lack of rubber on the outside of that corner that I have just exited. And that's the racing line, but one just have to be artificially more on the inside. Nice switchback. Tried to target the hidden apex. Just about worked. Sven lost the lead. Ooh. Ooh. That's a move. Thank you, traffic. This time the traffic giveth. Ooh. No rain on the forecast yet. I mean, it should come towards the middle of the race, I suppose. The last two settings on the weather are now wet. So it was dry, wet, wet. And the second one obviously did not produce any wetness. Well, tortellini, I think it's just the next preset. But I'm not fully sure. Because the whole weather system is, well, early access. And I don't know about Tiny Pedal because it has a weather widget, but it used to not work. Though there have been some updates, but I am not really sure how they work. I would need to properly test them, but I didn't really have time, or well, I didn't think it was important enough. then the weather offline and weather in the server can be two different things. So I don't trust any testing. Quite a Toyota train ahead. Grid and go. Oh, there is a Toyota defending. Whoops. That's a bit of a Peugeot break as well, because they are overheating a lot. I mean, Peugeot is not a bad car. I just figured out that on the default setups it's very slow. But with some clicks I was able to get some pace out of it. And it's low drag, so I hope it will shine on tracks like Monza and Le Mans. But low drag comes with low downforce as well. But it's just painful with the Peugeot how much it lacks the acceleration. Keep battling, come on. Why am I lift and coasting into last corner? It's the only corner where I just have to full push to have any chance. It's Frenchy. That sometimes means there are problems, right? Oh, the Toyota got overtaken. Well, Vandal, copy. I mean, we are kind of driving in a queue, right? And there is no real chance of overtakes. And copy Nifta. I mean, Peugeot never sounded like a race car to me. Although same goes for Hyundai. And since childhood we had many Hyundais. And now Hyundai is a very well respected race brand, but I mean, Peugeot Performance has much more history of winning stuff. I hear crashes. Slightly unlucky. Well, GT3s don't lock up like that, so must have been the Toyota or the Ferrari had with the smoke production. Niklas is running away. 28.9, that's a good lap time. No, wait, that's... no, that's not a good lap time. Anyway, focus. Almost got tempted to stick my nose in where it shouldn't be. In that third to last corner. Decided to back out of it. Was a good decision. 2 seconds lost to leader. But that's just how the traffic is. The 28.2, I mean that's a doable lap, right? But I don't have any clear laps. Neil out of the server with the only Alpine. That's Michi struggling. Mitch feeling sick. Oh, nah, he's had a rough weekend.
I hate these fucking dive bombs.
And before I do the same dive bomb, I saw some headlights flash, but there is nobody behind me. Or is it the trackside lights turning on? Ah, that's it, I think. No, yeah, the trackside lights are colored or like white now. Look at the Ferrari driving away. Four-second lead for Hoban. Ah, he's very fast. Question is what to do with strategy. Now the forecast changed. Cloudy and drizzle. 3 tenths behind. I need to be 1 tenth behind, I suppose. I think strategically this is going to be a 2-stopper. Could be close to 3, but I think... No, it's... yeah. Might need to stretch a stint by a lap. I was so sure it's gonna be wet at some part of the race already that I didn't really calculate full dry strategies. Well, Nifta, I mean, it's kind of complicated. Like, I am esports driver for Rafa esports team, and Michi is, well, kind of teammate, but he's not really, I mean, I don't know, it's how exactly is his contract written, but I mean, they're, let me battle maybe. Ah, that was so
Nice
rough.
try.
I didn't even try. Just try to overtake the traffic. But they will be
My
doing
car is
race
so
together.
random into the hairpin, it's a joke.
Well, it's the Ferrari. We will be doing RF2 VC 24 of Le Mans together with Michi as well. I was just slightly too far to dive. What to do with tires? I don't even know. If it starts to rain, my new set is wasted.
I don't even want to know how close that was.
Nothing special from my vision.
Copy. I felt like 45 degrees sideways.
You think all 4 tires?
Yeah. I have equal rears,
Yes,
so I kinda have to.
So 5%, I think that's like 2 seconds.
these guys sitting close to each other.
Kuban in the pit. The Toyota
McConnell crossed the white line.
Yeah, that's a penalty. Yeah, let's see how that goes. And who takes the tires and who doesn't. It's tricky because I would love to take a little bit less and jump some people, but with the weather forecast for the last half of the race, we don't know what's gonna happen. When does the rain make the track wet enough? So I just have to go as long as possible. No way around it. I hope it doesn't rotate me. I can rotate myself. Ah, okay. You know what would be funny? Oh, McConnell, stop go already. It would be funny if it started to rain now. It would be really funny.
Check with the stop and go.
Yep. I don't have the temperature. Ah. Okay. All good. I would love a clear outlap. But I guess Michi and Co are getting the clear in-lap now. That's Gumball behind on fresh tires. Well, on hotter tires, I suppose. Or did we box together? I think we boxed together. Michi underfueled. Nice. Or actually, no, that's just the cold tire gap. Quali did underfuel, or maybe he took no tires. Jack, rip. I mean, stop and go can be like, what is it, 100 seconds or 60 seconds? Ah, David P1, I see. They're having a good fight. Oh, so much grip. Looking forward to the hypercar tire updates because it's very low temps, but tires are destroyed within a stint. Well, Macaulay is not dropping off, which means he has new tires. I don't know. Yeah, triple stinking
David
softs.
not change tires?
Or maybe just one side. Yeah, why is that good? Yeah, stick the nose in, and then I have to lift out of the apex or you kill me. I don't know. I'll check the replay after. But that felt like a dive bomb. Like
I
outside
didn't have
of
a
the
chance
rules.
to attempt that from a physical point of view. The wear.
I don't know. Was it a good move? I don't know. It felt like when I was about to turn in, he didn't have overlap yet, which is the rule, I think. Wait, when did Macaulay gain those missing 10 seconds? Were we just so slow behind Michi in the end of the first stint? I mean, we were losing a lot of lap time. Copy Tortellini. Yeah, that was my worry about taking the Peugeot, getting stuck and not able to overtake. So you really need to put it into a good position in quali. Or maybe I should have gone for rear wing 1. But again, I did expect the rain. Sorry. Did I do the same thing to the GT3 as Gumball did to me?
All it takes is 2 amazing laps of traffic and you guys are on it.
Well, that's of course obviously true. Thinking of strategy though. I think I will need to gain a lap somewhere or two if it doesn't rain to avoid splash. As the sun sets behind Mount Fuji. With a bit less esports graphics, that would be looking quite lovely. But I wouldn't be able to see the road. I don't know, feels like I just don't have the pace. I didn't push hard enough through sector 3 and instantly Quali is even on my rear. I'm wondering if the Ferraris can make their tires go inside the 80-degree window, but the Peugeot just cannot. And then maybe I'm just not pushing enough. Wasn't a great exit. That I don't think my Quali can have a slipstream. Mitch is on a different scale. Is he 90 degrees? Well, is he in Fahrenheit or what? It's weird. Or are you looking at his KPA, tire pressures? I'm just gonna try killing the tires a bit more. I mean, that's gonna be a PB despite traffic. $27.9. And Macaulay is following. feels broken to drive like this, but if that makes my tires go into the window, then I have to do it. Quali is saving fuel. He will go a lot longer. I really need the rain. Why always out of the corner? Now I'm in trouble maybe. Good evening, Marquin. Yeah, I think maybe I would have to dial in even more oversteer. But I'm feeling like it's already on the edge. A or B, I think it's 1 and 4. What's going on with Andonovski's connection? I get that message. Well, twice. Yeah, I mean, you cannot really have you cannot abuse the tires, you cannot really overslide. Especially the Ferrari, because it really seems to bite into the road. You just need to have the weight perfectly balanced so that it uses the front and the rear exactly optimally. That GT3 was a bit unhappy, I think. This one will be as well. Apologies.
And I think if there's no rain, a couple of cars ahead of us are screwed with the strat.
Yeah, looks like. Drizzle in 18 minutes. Makes sense. I guess we all have to be convinced by those overlays yet. How did he carry so much speed? Crazy. Yeah, now I'm in trouble. Maybe he just has max wing. Yeah, he cannot even stay close.
If David has only changed left-hand side tires or so, his pace is giga.
Toyota.
Or Toyota.
Both David and Toyota. It's a solid combination. I need to start doing a better job on fuel as well. Sorry.
Forecast says cloudy and drizzle.
Ay, 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 ay. I helped him out of the corner. He should be thankful. I don't think we got any damage from that. Cloudy and drizzle, whatever that means. I think I'm running too low rear wing. Well, I was almost on Fabio's rear, but I don't know, that train in Stint 1 was weird. Felt like I can follow the leaders, but suddenly I couldn't do it anymore. Although track temp is falling, what if it's really all just about the track temps? And it's just Peugeot, or my driving really losing just so much pace as I fall out of that window. But we really had like two very cold races, Imola and Fuji now. Gonna be interesting to see what happens when we have a scorching hot surface of 60 Celsius. What are you doing? I need all the track for myself, please. I mean, it is quite a stressful race. But it should start to rain about now. Copy, Luca. Yeah, that 92 is right in the middle of the temp window. I'm barely touching 80s. Now that's, I don't know, that's easy 2/10 lost, I think. If that's the explanation. And yeah, it's hard on 92. I don't know. I mean, I can make my medium 92 if I really obliterate it. Getting a bit of a breather from Quali behind at least, but he has 2% more, so easy jump in pits. Yeah, I can go to 600, I tested it before, so it works. If the goal is to stay on track and not crash the physics. Maybe my TC is too aggressive as well, not allowing the rears to be properly heated up. So nice fighting for the win, I see. Yeah, I have more pace than people ahead and I'm lifting coasting a bit. So, is this the time where the Peugeot tires prevail? P5 in reach. Yeah, let's see. He has 4% more. I don't know. Let's see. Yellow. No yellow anymore. Not gonna bother with the switchback. Thinking of some kind of a gamble. What can I do? Well, not about the gamble ahead, but about strategy gamble. If there is no rain today, then something is wrong. Or they are actually scamming us with the weather forecast. Because they say 71% rain for the race. So I assume it should be every time slot with 71% chance, right? But looks like they just put maybe one time slot with 71, one with 10%, one with 50%. I don't know how they do it. Although it's arguably better to know less. Ooh, nice moment. But I'm too far.
Rain.
Finally. Well, that makes things strategically easier for fuel saving. And this becomes quite a psychological battle. Who starts to get scared first?
Guess by the time we have to pit, it's still slicks.
Potentially. See you later. Oh, maybe not. Wow, he stopped. I was optimistic. How did he stop the car there? Is it me getting scared about grip loss already now? Yeah, well, the last corner is a lot about the car characteristics, and my Peugeot is unable to accelerate, so I just prefer carrying more speed. It's gonna be spicy with the GT Freeze. Nah. I nudged him a bit.
How many laps you reckon? 104? 105?
105 what?
Total laps.
I have no idea. Now if the temperature starts dropping, I will be obviously affected quicker than the Ferraris. If I don't work on the temperature.
David will have to do a splash.
Except if it's very wet in the end. But yeah, 1 hour is long. What to do here with the Strat? Cannot put wets on in these conditions. Tiny pedal says like this in 20, yeah. It will become damp at some point. It could become wet at some point. What do we do here? I need a gamble, you know. Some kind of. How much do I have of virtual energy? Wets are not the way. It's damp now. Yeah, not sure.
Keel
Not
put
sure.
wet.
It's a gamble. It's surely a gamble. But let's see. If it keeps drizzling like this, it could take whole race to get wet. But I have 30 seconds behind. I'm barely holding on to P7 or P8, so I might as well try something. I might have to use the tiny pedal one day, but it's unfortunate.
See you all in.
I see it's a bit unfortunate to not have enough of data from the MFD in-game, so that you need overlay to get extra very useful information. Anyway, yeah, let's see. I'll be a bit faster for some laps and then let's see what happens.
You didn't change at all then?
Yeah.
Copy.
Well, wets quickly go to 80 Celsius and then they can start getting quite a lot of thermal drag. So let's see with Sven ahead how that goes. drizzle doesn't seem too big. Rain is going longer than expected. Interesting message. Oh, nice lag. Ah, that's Timothy. He's still detecting collisions. David on mediums as well in the lead. Did he put all new mediums? I mean, that could have been a crazy decision. Anyway, wets are dropping down, but are they dropping down quick enough? The only way to out-accelerate a Ferrari. Into P2. Issue is they can all go till the end. And pit lane is like, what, 30 seconds? And David has only half tank, yeah. Probably he lost a lot because he had to put new mediums. And they were cold. It's getting so dark. raindrops starting to get ominous. Train, yeah, like 5% train will produce slightly wet at some point. I feel like that's gonna be soon. For now, I'm still 2 seconds quicker than Hauben. Michi is keeping the temps alive, better. Burst podium, yeah, exactly. Burst Esport is back now. Well, my tires are cold. .33.4, Michi 32.1, 34s for wet still. It's gonna be such a difficult decision. But I mean, it's slightly wet now. It's like 45 seconds if I box. Michi is off.
F.
It's this lap that we stop having the advantage. It's kind of me versus Michi now. Oops. Was there overlap? I guess it was. I don't know what to do here. I really don't know. I'm not quicker than Michi. Yeah, it's yeah, lost of course. But maybe it can stop raining. But yeah, I mean, it was a gamble, of course. Michi, how is he getting that traction? It's insane. Copium, a lot of copium. Yeah, a couple of decks make a huge difference for sure. 39.7.
It's too dark, I can't see the dry line.
Yep.
Some people report Huben's tiny pedal says 4 more minutes of rain.
Well, that would be interesting. Yeah, we don't have any chance, to be honest. Like, we have to keep going, I suppose.
Yeah.
I need to update my tiny pedal. Yeah, of course, tiny pedal only shows the next. Wait, does it show only the next? Yeah, it does. Or at least that's how it worked when I was using it some time ago. Yeah, the wets are heating up, but one stint on overheating wets is not the end of the world. Time to think about wets copy. I'm thinking... Ah! Fabio! Why do you have to do that? Is my wing still attached? Well, seems like it is. Are they giving me a nudge as well? Nice. Now spray disappearing offline. Well, you don't have to squeeze me or box me in. Alright. It went from slightly wet to wet, yeah. We are doomed, I suppose. Because that's now 5 laps. It's 5 laps and or 7 laps and the difference is done. Staying out versus pitting. It's not stopping to rain, right? Even if it stops, it's not gonna dry out. Well, we tried. Yeah, I mean... at some point... Oh, who's that? Grigoletto. Michi stays out. I don't know, like I'm pitting. I have enough of this. New wets, fuel is fine like it is. Why is it adding fuel? $26? I have 66. What was it adding? It didn't add anything. Or did I misunderstood? Anyway. Back to P8. Gumball goes by. I could catch him maybe now on much fresher wets. Grip feels good. So when does Michi bail? Michi will keep going. And Michi bails. Unlucky. GG.
Yep. Should have boxed last lap.
I mean, arguably, I'm now in kind of the same position as I would be anyway. Big struggle from Gumball. Yeah, Joe is P5. He would have come out ahead of me because he had more energy. Yeah, but these conditions now are spot on for wets. The thing is as well, if the thermal deck was kind of more exponential like it is in real life, then people that have done 10 laps on overheating wets would have absolutely
So
shredded them.
unsatisfied. For 10 minutes we looked like a 1-2 and now we're
Yeah, I mean,
noobas.
what if it stopped raining, you know?
Exactly. I mean, we're not worse than before, right? Like, I lost
Yeah,
one
kind of.
position or whatever. Yeah.
It was worth the gamble for sure.
I agree.
The map got unsynced from my LCD. Clicked too fast.
Fuji at night with rain is like no visibility at all.
It's not the best, but it's fun. Not sure if my TC is just way too high. I'm fully relying on it. Smashing the throttle. Nailed the apex. Thought the curb is gonna hook me, but it was fine. I mean, the spray is worse in the day, I think, because the sun kind of reflects off it. Here the visibility is kind of fine. Michi might be shredding the wets, or having done 60 plus. I mean, I am on 60 plus, but that's fine, but maybe he's close to 70. So I could have a chance. George, yeah, the car does feel strange. I mean, all the hypercars kind of feel strange. Because the tires are kind of half RF2, but you know, it's just a placeholder. They made them more forgiving and it's a bit too rear based. And then you have to make setups that are unrealistically oversteered to rotate better. Not any close to the madness of slip angle that RF2 provided, but it's still rear based. But it's gonna get fixed at some point and it's gonna be beautiful. And until then, we are braking weirdly into corners with a bit of a lockup and accelerating with straight steering wheel. And then you lose quite a lot of FFB because you're just rotating by the rear, so... My hypothesis is that people are struggling to feel the fronts because it's rotating too much by the rear, even if you don't force it to. He's on TC override, I see. Motogrids, what do you mean by farming boost? There is not really boost farming here, because the battery is only for the stint longevity, for the mileage, for MPG. As much as I use battery, that much the electronics cut the combustion power. But here we are all overfueled, I think. No, higher kilowatt is not more speed, it's just... I mean, it's not performance, it's not about performance. It's just about lengthening the reach of one fuel tank. So like, by the rules, you have a certain max power that you can produce at each RPM. And then if you're producing more by battery, you have to produce less by engine. Otherwise you get penalty, and in the first year of the rule, I think, of this rule book, I think many real-life teams got penalties for not accounting for random fluctuations in the fuel flow or so on, so they sometimes had too much power, and that's instant penalty. Yeah, you see, rear drift like that, it shouldn't really be possible. But rear doesn't give up fast enough. But I believe it's being worked on. We are just so close together pace-wise with Michi. Yeah, engine spikes on curbs. I mean, it's quite a rocket science, you know, to get everything optimized without risk of penalty. So issue is with LMH cars, if you get full battery, the front will stop regenerating, which means that effectively brake bias moves to the rear, which means you spin when braking. So that's why I have to manage the kilowatts through the stint. Not enough front for a dive. Michi is still finding more pace here. Do I have too much TC? I keep wondering that. He's trying to spam override. I don't know if he's gaining anything doing that. Yeah, if it goes to 100%, then you will feel it instantly, like you will suddenly completely lock up the rears. What?
We can get P6 and 7.
You think?
Last 3 laps we took away 9 seconds.
Well, I don't think I can count on that.
I don't get why though, because Gilhood had the lowest top speed, so maximum downforce.
That was traffic probably.
3 laps in a row, 3.3, 3.2, 2.6. I doubt traffic.
Then it's thermal deg.
Potentially. Nice feeling to see you overtake me on the last lap because you have good wets.
Keep spamming the override.
I will.
Of course. I wish sometimes I had the traction and acceleration of the Ferrari, but I mean, there is a reason why I chose this car, and I hope it will shine at some point through the season. So we were talking about traction control override, which means by a press of button on turn exit, you suddenly turn off traction control. So it stops restricting you, and that shouldn't really work in the wet, you know, because it really spins up the rears. But sometimes it does work. Yeah, Gilhood keeps doing slow lap times there. Maybe he's damaged? Nice rejoin.
Man, this GT3 grid has been thrown around with positions by everyone. It's insane. And one day we will have a proper working wet racing lines. But for now we just have to somehow find the drier ideal line and stick to it as much as possible. 3 laps we're in striking distance. looking good. He's really struggling. I wonder how much damage he has. I cannot believe it's purely tire wear. Except if he really completely exported the setup for the dry. And now it's absolutely undrivable in low grip conditions. And that's one bad trait of Ferrari. It tends to want to go straight in low speed, and that's where Peugeot is really good. It just turns in. No idea about energy, but it should be safe. Like, it will be 5 more laps. And it's 5 times 3, 15% is enough. Like, we are totally overfueled, I think.
David is winning the race.
How is that even possible? How much off is he?
2.5, was 6 seconds 3 laps ago. He's the only car faster than us. More or less.
Well, if we
I think because he was on the mediums for a while and then also got a fresh wet, he has a tire advantage of everyone. But he was up in the leading group all the time.
Yeah. If we pitted together with David, you know, it would have been looking much better, but what if the rain stopped? But we were on to something, because P7 is better than where I would
If you did
finish.
that as
maybe.
a planned 3 stop on purpose, then it's a giga strategy.
Yeah. Right, let's get that P7 at least. And see how much Michi struggles to get through. But it will be an easy overtake, I think, for Michi. And those Astron grip wet values should be very much decreased. 1.3 at David is gonna send it. Wrong side.
You must have had huge damage.
Yeah. Quali is onto the podium with the other Peugeot. If I just followed him, I don't know. But he had more wings, so he would just absolutely pull away anyway. But I mean, I'm gonna finish ahead of the pole sitter. P1 battle, last lap, right? Or is it gonna be two more? Oh, that's gonna be the last lap. If they don't battle hard, yeah, maybe two. So, no white flag. It must feel so scary for the GT3s when hypercars seem to just drive straight into their rears and going around in the last second. David into the lead.
David got him.
And it was the last lap. Can I dive you into the last corner from 2 seconds back?
Mm-hmm. Nice try.
Thank you.
I mean, I haven't prepared, but it feels like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, we were doing the same as David, right? But we just...
Yeah.
He adapted. We tried to stick to the hopeless situation that we felt like it was, but it wasn't.
Like, he maximized the most out of his situation. Honestly, like, I mean, he gambled on the rain coming. If the rain didn't ever come, he would have been the only one screwed. But like that, he did is amazing. Credit to who's credit due. What a job.
For sure. Well guys, that's been a drive from P9 to P7. A roller coaster of emotions, but in the end, GG to David. What a drive, what a strategy. Oof. Very spicy.
So
nice
happy
flash.
now that James Baldwin didn't race?
Yeah. from P9 to P1 to P7 copy. I don't know if I can be ever classified as P1. I mean, I had more fuel than David at some point by 40%, but I think if he fueled fully, he would still be ahead. But at that point, I think effectively I was like 10 seconds behind David. So he keeps turning into... yeah, okay. Ooh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's... Does he let him through? He has to let him through, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was the last lap. Sorry, I'm covering the screen with my left hand. Let's quickly check that. Quickly check again. So he is alongside. By the rulebook, it's not... I don't think by the rulebook you have to be fully ahead, or like at least a little bit ahead. I think this is kind of sufficient, although I don't think Niklas can be penalized for this. I don't know. That doesn't... front bumper on the rear wheel. Like, I would have to read the rules, but David played it by the rules and... yeah, okay. The stewards will read the rules, and if this is sufficient overlap on the entry, then this is illegal defending from Niklas, and David tries to survive, although it's David's fault for crashing into the back of him. Let's say plus 50-second penalty for both of them. Yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen the move of David?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Do you remember exact wording from the rulebook?
Front wheel axles need to be aligned with the rear wheel axles on turn-in.
But does it count for both outside and inside attack?
I would assume. As long as there is space, as long as you are side by side at the entry, you need to give each other room.
Yeah, the rulebook didn't specify. I remember it didn't specify inside or outside. It just said, yeah, bumper ahead of or aligned with the rear axle. David in that case played it smoothly. Pulled off the overtake. Yeah. I mean, in the end, I prefer these rules compared to F1 rules.
I don't know how to judge this, honestly.
Luckily, we're not the race directors.
I agree.
Anyway. Well, I guess I close the stream and we can talk in a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, Niklas did not leave space, and if the rule says you have to leave space, then you have to leave space. But, well, we learn, right? We now see how bad it is for the tires, for the wets, to keep overheating for 10 laps. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's still not great. Although, I mean, yeah, David was in the leading train before, so he could make it work. But it was still a fair strategy to put on wets. Well, let that be it for today. Let's hope for round 3 we have a scorching surface of the track that absolutely rips Ferrari tires into pieces by lap 3, and then we have a nice race for the podium with Macaulay in the other Peugeot and with the Toyotas. And I guess till then, well, hope you all enjoyed the weekend and the racing, and see you next week. Bye bye.